Hello and welcome to an episode of Momento Malum today. Canada is known as the land of ice and snow, because across Canada, we have harsher and longer winters than most of North America. As a consequence, there's a great interest in terms of determining the genetics of cold hardiness and how it's inherited, whether or not it's inherited through the nuclear genome or through the cytoplasm. Cytoplasmically inherited traits include photosynthesis, efficiency, and male sterility in cultivated plants, among other traits. However, the impact of the cytoplasm could be even greater than one could expect. This can be tested by very easily. Traits passed on through the cytoplasm are only inherited through the female lineage, which brings us to experiment proper. The researcher, Dr. J. Wilner, selected 3 apple cultivars: the relatively tender Northern Spy, the hardier Macintosh, and the hardiest Antonoveca, and the following crossbreeds were made. A crossbreed between Antonoveca and Macintosh, with one cross having the Macintosh as the maternal lineage, and the other cross having Antonoveca as the maternal lineage. The next set of crosses is Antonoveca crossbred with Northern Spy, with one cross with the Northern Spy as the maternal parent, and another cross where Antonoveca is the maternal parent, and the final cross being Macintosh with Northern Spy, with one lineage having Macintosh as the maternal lineage, and the other line having Northern Spy as the maternal lineage. These are then tested using the conductivity method of evaluating for cold hardiness. Basically, the plants are grown in a controlled environment with uniform freezing in something called a freezing chamber. As a consequence of being cold, plants release electrolytes. The more electrolytes are released, the greater the indication of cold damage. In essence, the fewer electrolytes, the more cold hardy the cultivar is. These are tested under different conditions: -15 Fahrenheit, -30 Fahrenheit, -40 Fahrenheit, and -50 Fahrenheit. Now on to the results. Hello, I just want to let you know, if you want to fund this channel, you can do so on the platforms seen in the description below. The seedlings resulting from crossbreeding Antonoveca and Macintosh were the hardiest among all populations when compared to the crossbreeds with Northern Spy. Crossbreeds between Antonoveca and Northern Spy were in turn more hardy than those made from crossbreeding the Macintosh with the Northern Spy. Seedlings created using a hardy cultivar as a maternal parent were far more hardy than those where the maternal parent was more on the tender side. From what can be gathered, frost hardiness seems to be a combination of both genes inherited from the nuclear genome as well as the cytoplasm genome. In all progeny, aspects of both parents in terms of frost hardiness can be found in the resulting progeny, but there's a greater influence from the maternal parent, indicating that there's a great deal of cytoplasmic inheritance. These findings are similar to those found by Dr. Lappins and Dr. Harris, while still others find that the heritability is driven by the compatibility of the 2 cultivars. The extent of this complexity was recommended to be further studied by the author of this paper. However, based on the work of this researcher and his own conclusions, indicates that there's sufficient evidence to support a partial maternal inheritance within apples for cold hardiness through cytoplasmic inheritance. The tables of data will be shown in the next few slides, and that about covers everything. Thank you.